Greetings, we kids, we teens all over the world. This is your chief here with my monthly message to we kids, we teens. I'm so freaking excited because when you watch this on the last Monday of every month, right? The last Monday or first Monday of every month. And today, I want to share something with you guys. And parents, if you're watching, you can go through this video before showing it to your kids, just for your comfort. Alright? I realize that you guys, kids and teens, are growing up in a different world than me. When I was a kid, alright, my world was very different. Uncle Pathman, Uncle Cheese, we only spent time outdoors. Honestly. Alright, we had no computers, no internet, black and white TV, no mobile phone, nothing. I know it's hard to believe. Alright? Can you imagine no mobile phone? That means we went out. Our parents would never know anything, Mike, until we come back home. Correct? There's no way of contacting us. There's Uncle Mike behind the camera if you're wondering whether I'm speaking to myself. Alright? I realized I spent a lot of time outdoors. And the skills that I required to succeed in life was very different. And I'm looking at the world today on the internet. I spend some time on Instagram, on TikTok. Not for entertainment purposes, but there are a lot of interesting information and facts. Alright? But you guys shouldn't spend too much time on social media until you're older. And I realized one thing. When I was young, my mom, God bless her soul, wanted me to study hard and gain a lot of knowledge. Okay? It was all about acquiring of knowledge. Alright? And knowledge was very important for you to succeed in life. That's why they say be smarter. Be a top student in your class, in your school. And that's important. I think you should be a top student, not only for knowledge, but to be the best version of yourself, to be a champion. Remember, I spoke about it. You must always be a champion. But today, I realized that the skill required to succeed has changed, kids and teens. It has changed a lot. People don't respect knowledge as much because any knowledge you want is at your fingertips. With the internet today, you can learn anything on the internet. You can learn to open up a car engine and fix it back. Any knowledge you want is on the fingertips. So by memorizing it, it serves no purpose because anyone could get that information 24 hours a day on the internet. Any information you want. So I was studying and learning what would be a skill that somebody like you, we kids, we teens, that you require in today's world. And I have found the answer. It's all over the internet, but maybe you don't see it. It's the skill of storytelling. This is the talk of today's generation. That if you want to be able to be successful, if you want to succeed in anything, studies, business, power of association, relationships, friendships, sports, whatever you want to be successful in, QNet, you must learn the skill of telling a story. Now, what is the skill of telling a story? It's very interesting. Alright? We communicate in very direct manner. I'm hungry. I want to go and eat. I want to go to that restaurant. Now, today, society does not like this kind of communication. Society has changed everything into storytelling. Even going to a restaurant, it's not like I want to go to the restaurant. I want to go to that restaurant because there's a guy there who makes a pasta exactly how they make it in Italy. And he only uses organic stuff that he grows in his garden. Alright, and he's all over TikTok. And Michelin is trying to give him a star. Alright, and president of this country has eaten his restaurant. That Hollywood star, that Bollywood star. It's the most favorite restaurant of everyone. It's impossible to get a seat. I'm going to try my best to get a seat. We must go and eat in that restaurant. So from saying I'm hungry and I want to eat the best pasta in town, everything has turned into a story. Alright, even brands, Nike, the story of Jordan. It's about the shoe created for Michael Jordan to win in basketball. You don't play basketball, but you still want to wear Michael Jordan's shoe or Air Jordans because of the story behind it. So if you are planning to achieve anything in life, kids and teens, learn the skill of telling a story. Now, what is telling a story? Telling a story is to take a simple fact, simple information, and decorating it with flowers and everything else, and making a simple story, a simple fact, one of the greatest stories of the world. So if you went to school and you came back, and you can practice, and your mom asked, how was school? It was okay. Alright? Don't say that. Describe your day in school in a form of story. You know, Ma, I went there, I wasn't very motivated, but I attended this class and the teacher, alright, got my attention by talking about this subject matter. And then Jonathan said this, and Mike said this, and Dorothy said this. And I realized at that moment that Dorothy is the smartest one in his class, but Mike knows much more knowledge, and Jonathan is damn good at football, you know. Everything must turn into stories. I'm watching my kids come back home from school, and they, thank God, have learned the art of telling a story. Alright, so the art of storytelling is going to be the future. Whatever you do, whether you have a job in the best corporations in the world, or whether you become a networker like mom and dad, or you start your own business, I hope you become an entrepreneur, it's all about telling your story. So a successful restaurant and an unsuccessful restaurant serving the same food, identical. If this restaurant tells a better story on the internet, on social media, more people gravitate toward the restaurant. So I realize, kids and teens, that storytelling that your mom and dad used to tell you before you sleep, all of this was a transfer of basic information in an exciting, fun way that the listener will actually listen, that the listener will actually appreciate the information provided in a form of a story. That's why people still read storybooks. That's why people still go to movies. Because the human nature from our great grandfather, who used to sit around a fire without electricity, and everyone in the village will sit down before TV, before internet. I know it's hard to believe. There was a time where there was no TV, no internet, no Instagram, no Netflix. How did they entertain people? There were storytellers. And the storytellers used to go from village to village to village to tell magnificent stories about dragons and princes and princesses and warriors, you know, all of that. And that storytelling died, all right, for many years. People became practical. They just said things like that. And today the art of storytelling is coming back. So what you need to practice is with your brother, with your sister, with your mom, your dad, papa and amma, or your friends. Alright, start the art of converting everything you say, that you want to share information, you want to share factual information or fiction, doesn't matter, just don't lie. Turn it into a format of a story. Now, how do you turn everything into a story? A story has a beginning. Alright, the beginning is to draw the attention of the listener. Like, you won't believe what happened to me today. It was the most unbelievable experience of my life. Oh my God, just thinking about it, give me goosebumps. That's the opening of your story. And immediately somebody's like, what happened? What happened? What happened? And then you tell the body of the story. The body of the story is a narration or narrative of what happened. Even you fell down, all right, and cut your leg. That's the body of the story. Make it exciting. I was running, all right, and suddenly, out of nowhere, I tripped, and as I was falling, all right, a lot of things flashed in front of me, and I thought of you, or I thought of this person, I thought of that person, whatever. And as I was falling, I didn't feel any pain, but I felt gratefulness because I fell on the ground and not on the cement. But then I looked down and I saw a cut on my leg, and I saw the blood come out. And in that moment, the pain was so much, but I held back my tears because I had to be a warrior, like Chief Pathman said. All right, something like that. And then the climax, or the closing, or the ending. And people love happy endings. People love winning, victory. So the ending of your story must come to a conclusion that it was a victory for the person listening, for you, for humanity, for the whole school, for your whole family. It doesn't matter. learn the art of storytelling. And you will be a very valuable asset for the future of the world. All right, now thank God, thanks to my mom, thanks to my dad, thanks to Japa, thanks to Uncle Japa, Uncle Vijay, all right, I have learned the art of storytelling. And everything I do in life ends up being a story. I guess that's why I'm still upline to your mom and dad and as chief. So to all the V kids, V teens, if there's one skill you can learn from the internet, ask mom and dad to subscribe to a storytelling class, all right, or get a book, or get some guidance, or get an app where they teach you how to tell story. The art of storytelling is your future. Are you guys with me, kids and teens? So don't give information in a boring way. Don't tell what happened in a day in a boring way. Make it into a movie. Make it into an exciting story. And you will have the art and power of influencing others. People will listen to you. People will follow you. You will be an amazing leader if you learn how to tell stories. Are you guys with me? So we kids, we teens, the future of the world is not about what you know. It's not about knowledge. It's not about skill. Anyone can be skillful in anything. They can learn on the internet. All right, it's so easy. I can be a surgeon tomorrow. Just go to internet, how to do an operation. All right, but I think the most important thing you need to acquire is this exciting skill, this exciting ability to tell stories. So the art of storytelling will be the superpower that you must have to survive in the future, to be successful in the future. The art of storytelling. Remember this. And this is your chief, your Uncle Cheese, Uncle Pathman saying, I love you. Stay glued to my Insta. Follow me everywhere. YouTube, Insta, wherever. Love you guys. And I miss you all, my unbelievable warrior V kids and V teens.